Throughout the promotions, you had been saying, expressing your thoughts about the
Right.
censor board issue and the grading system, how
Right.
censor board.
Right.
Do you think now that the film is out,
Yeah.
maybe the parents and the adults have seen it,
Yes.
but if, the age group of 12 to 16 or 18 years would have seen it, the impact would have been better if our grading system in the censor board would have been better?
Absolutely. I'm so happy that you've raised this point, which I've been saying for so long, that this film is made for those children. Made for the 12-year-olds, made for the 15-year-olds, made for the 16-year-olds, to make them aware of what's happening today. There is a way of just shunning the issue by saying, like how we turn the newspaper, like, every day that we read an incident, and because it does not involve us, we just turn it and then we go on to the next thing that we want to read, or we go to the entertainment section. But the fact is that these things are happening. It is the worst evil that exists in our society today, where there is a girl who gets kidnapped every 8 minutes in our country. So that is the truth. And there have been so many people, so many parents who have watched the film and have called me and said that, Rani, what a shame that I can't show my child this film, but when the DVD comes out, I'm 100% going to show my daughter this film, I'm going to show my kids. There are so many children who are probably 17 years of age who have actually gone and seen the film. And their parents have told me that, Rani, now my children come to me and tell me that, Papa, now I understand why you tell me not to go here and not to go there. And I feel that's our, victory. Because this film, unfortunately in India, because of the censorship issues, which is, we don't have a censorship, which is very, very hypocritical according to me, that you can only, I started my career at 17. I didn't wait for being 18 to start my career. Like at the age of 15, at the age of 14, you are not having a brain of a 14-year-old. Today, a 14-year-old actually has the brain of a 25-year-old. So who are we trying to protect the film from? Are we trying to protect the film from the crime that is pertinent today? Can anybody say very confidently that I trust my cook or my driver or my relatives 100%? Are you actually safe in your homes? Are you actually safe outside? And are you trying to protect your kids by locking your kids in a room and saying that, okay, let's not show the film to the kids because this way they are going to be safe? This is not a film to be scared of. This is a film to be shown to make your children aware of the reality of what's happening around and to inspire them, motivate them that it's time that you guys learn how to protect yourself. This is a time today that you need to come out and be brave. This is the time today that you can't keep quiet. You have to speak out. You have to speak out. So it's unfortunate that in India, we've made this film for Indians. These are Indian girls. Trafficking is a huge issue in Pakistan, India, Bangladesh. We made the film, situated the film in our country. And today, places like the UK or Canada are giving certificate to this film, which is for viewing for 12 plus and for 15 plus. So in our country, where we made the film for our country, for our children of 15 and 12 can't see it. It's very, very sad. And I have so many fathers calling me up and saying, oh my God, Rani, why has anybody given this film a certification of A? There is nothing in the film which is something that you can't see with your child. And we are very clear. The film is not for a 10-year-old. The film is for 12-year-olds.
There's one more thing connected because there's a recent development that, censor board is also raising objections with words like virginity in films.
Right.
So do you think it's getting beyond imagination that where censor board can actually stop people?
All I can say is that I'm going to put in all my effort to try and re-censor this film. Because actually, I think by this film being watched by the kids, it is going to make a huge, huge difference, and especially after the film has, released. And we're 3 days or probably 4 days after the film. There have been so many people calling me up and telling me the same thing. So I know there is a want. There are so many NGOs who are telling us that they want this film to be shown to all the children in school. And how do they make them see this film because it's A? I've had so many NGOs calling me up and telling me that they want it to be shown in the schools. But unfortunately, because of the censorship, it's like they can't show it. So I just wonder that why this kind of, this discrimination, whereas you We are seeing films with so many more, derogatory things, and they all come under UA certificate. And this film, which is going to educate children and make them aware, you actually stop it from being shown to them. So it's really disappointing, and it's really sad that when we are making the film, for us it was always that, kids are going to watch it. Like kids, what I mean is 12-year-olds and 15-year-olds, when they watch it, it's going to really make them sit up and think that, oh my God, okay, so the next stranger who I'm going on a blind date with on the net, that person could be the trafficker. Or this guy who I'm meeting in the disco and this guy who's offering me a drink, that person could be a trafficker. So it's actually it's just a awareness. Like outside your school, there could be a Bhelpuri wala who could be the trafficker. So these are things which children of today need to know. Why are we shying away from, reality? And there are so many women, like, there was one instance where I don't want to name the person, but the person is from the media, and she does a lot of things on social issues and all on TV. And she told me, I have 3 daughters and I can't see this film. And I'm going to lock my kids in the room. And I'm like, excuse me, how can you say this? No, I like escapism cinema. I like to have a good time. I'm saying, please have a good time. But how can you feel scared to show this film and see it yourself? And you need to see it and then decide for yourself whether you can show this film to your children. So this kind of thing, I feel that women, if they don't have the heart to see a film like this, तो वो आवाज कहाँ से मतलब उठाएंगी? वो action कहाँ से लेंगी?